guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make a magic 8-ball in Scratch. So, first of all, you're going to want to have a sprite for your magic 8-ball, so redesign your first sprite, unless you really want to use Scratch Cat for your 8-ball for some weird reason. Name it 8-ball, and call it 8-ball. You will only need one costume. Now, if you're a starter, don't do any fancy effects. Just make a big circle of black. Try to make it as perfect as you can, and then snap it right there. Now, make another sprite. Make him any size you want. But I make him really tiny because that's how this works. So you're going to grab him and center him. And he's going to forever go to the 8-ball. And he's also forever going to be hidden. But there's no way to show him, so we're just going to do if hide. See if its position is corrected, and boom. That's great. Now, what we want to do is we want to make it say something. Like every time something. So let's say you ask a question, and then when you click the space key, it'll give you the answer. So when space key pressed, say hello, or just anything for that matter. That's weird. It appears as if this is not working. There's something wrong with here. But when we hide it, it doesn't work anymore. So there's something wrong here. Ah, yes, the layer. I almost forgot. We need to make it go to the front layer so the hello doesn't get hidden. You also need to set this to a back layer, but I have a much easier solution. If you just make it the same color as which the ball is, you don't need to worry about this stupid stuff because it's the same color and it blends in with the ball. So you can completely forget about this. So look, first we just need to make it visible and hello. Now, we don't want it to say hello forever. So we'll say hello for 2 seconds. Nice. We have got the first thing that we need to making an 8-ball. Now, what if we want to make it say different stuff, but not make a bunch of different sprites for every single thing? Well, to that, go over to me with variables, and we're going to make not a variable, but a list. Name it responses, answers, or anything like that. It doesn't have to, it's for all sprites, and basically put all your answers in here like yes. For the sake of simplicity, we're just going to put yes, no, and maybe. Okay, so how do we actually get these responses to go in? Well, if we put say responses for 2 seconds, it says all of them. We don't want it to do that. Oh, no, no, no. So how do we make it so that it doesn't do this? Well, we would say item, a certain number, like item 1 of responses. Perfect. Now it seems to be picking the exact number. But this is another problem because now it doesn't pick a random 1. Well, this is an easy fix. Just go to operators and bring a pick random block in. So the amount of responses is the amount you want to put in this box, 1 to 3. Make sure this is not 0, by the way. And now it should have an equal chance to say either of these. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Is this just luck? Okay, no. No. And if you add more responses, you want to make sure that... So first, let me type in a response. You'll notice that it won't work, or certainly won't pop up. Well, that's because you got to update this with the amount of responses you have. So add this, and now try it. Additionally, if you want to add something, let's say it'll say think. It'll think, for, I don't know, let's say 1 second. Now it has this cool thinking animation. So it generates an answer. That makes it pretty cool. Now you can either do when space key pressed or forever if key space pressed, but I think when space key pressed is easier. Now you might notice that this is a bit offset, so we might want to move that a little bit over. So we'll just give it go to, because if we want to move the 8 ball, then that's a big problem. So we want it to go to random position, change it to 8 ball as we have, but then we want to make, okay, first of all, we're going to have to make 2 new variables and also hide this list because it's going to be annoying. We'll name one X position and Y position. What am I doing? Okay, so this is kind of simple. We're just going to set the Y position and the X position to the Y position and X position. It's really just as easy as that. Okay, so now we get the blocks. Alternatively, you could go to sensing and drag this block and go Y position. But if you pick sprite 1, then you could do X position, Y position. So let's see if this works. Go to, here's the problem. You can't put this in a hole, but we can put it in here. And then select. Go to X position of 8 ball. Perfect. Now we can make the X position of 8 ball and make it a certain value to where it's not offset. So, let's see what we're at. Let's try making it offset by 10. Oh, I almost forgot. So, we actually don't use go to anymore. We use go to X or set X to. And take this whole thing out, put it in here, and see if it moves. Aha! It certainly seems to be now moved off. So we want to center it as best as we can. For my size, I'll use a 50, which seems good enough. I'll also move it down a little bit because as you can see, it's not completely in the middle. So to do that, I'll just change this to Y position. And let's see if this works. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put it set Y to. Okay. Set Y to X position, Y position of ball, 8 ball. Nope, too low. How about 30? Good enough for now. So if you want to add extra special effects, I can make a video on that, but I'd have to learn how because I'm not the best Scratch programmer. I actually have my own Magic 8 ball. Actually, let me just name this really quick. 8 ball test. But yeah, if you want to add stuff like an 8 here, you can. But I don't know how to do that yet. And maybe I'll make a video later on when I figure it out. But yeah, that's how you make a Magic 8 ball in Scratch. It's really not that hard. And also, you don't need the X position and Y position anymore because, well, we figured out a better way to do that. Also name this text, just in case. Okay, great. Now you got yourself a working Magic 8 ball. If you want to see special effects, let me know. And as always, peace.